Hi guys, welcome back to The Baseline. Thanks for joining me. Hope you guys are having a great day. Today we're going to be talking about the Trump budget bill meltdown, Mike Johnson's big mess and how it got exposed. So, hey guys, let me ask you something quick before we get started. When was the last time you watched a grown man trip over his own power live on C-SPAN while pretending it's all going according to plan? Because that's exactly what happened right now with House Speaker Mike Johnson. And trust me, you're going to want to watch this one to the end because it gets crazier and crazier as we go. But when we do break this down and how Trump's precious bill just got face planted in real time, you'll see just how fragile this whole political bravado really is. And when you peel back the curtain, it gets nuttier as we go. Now, does this bill survive or does it crash and burn? That's going to be the big questions we're going to try to unpack. And it's messy. And it could decide whether millions lose health care or they go hungry or watch tax cuts for the rich stay locked in forever. So buckle in, guys, because I'm going to guide you through this circus in 3 parts. Now, the first is the 3 big fails that turned this bill into a political Hindenburg. The second is going to be the 5 lies they're hoping you won't notice that's buried in the fine print. And the third is the one plot twist that might blow the whole thing up for good. So take a sip of that coffee. You're going to need it. And let's get into this. The 3 big fails. Now, fail number 1, the math doesn't add up. Now, you think if you're going to pass one of the most controversial budget bill in years, maybe you have the votes lined up, right? But our guy, Mike Johnson, man, he just did not get that memo. He needs almost every Republican to toe the line. Now, at last count, 25 of them said, yeah, nah. And he can only afford to lose like 3, maybe, I think. So right out of the gate, the bill is dead on arrival. And that's like trying to fly a plane with only half the wings attached. It doesn't matter how loud you rev that engine, you're going to end up hitting dirt. Now, here's fail number 2, the procedural banana peel. Now, this part is my favorite because it's political slapstick at its absolute finest. Johnson tried to sneak this bill through with a quick procedural vote, a vote that's supposed to take, maybe 5 minutes? But the big twist, he forgot to add a rule that lets him stop debate. So now the debate is just stuck on loop. It's like he hit play on Netflix, but forgot where the pause button actually is. And get this, he told his Republicans, hey, you guys can just head back to your offices, grab a snack, chill out. We got this for right now. Meanwhile, Colorado's Joe Negus is like, wait a minute, is that even allowed? You're keeping the vote open, but telling everyone to go home? It's the legislative version of a fire drill where everyone just stands around eating donuts in the parking lot. Which brings us to fail number 3, the Congressional Conga Line. Yeah, man, you heard that right. We got ourselves a conga line in Congress. The Congressional Black Caucus is literally forming a conga line at this moment. And it's on the House floor to stretch out the debate. As long as they can do it, they're going to try to burn out this clock. And guys, I mean, if we're going to ruin people's lives and healthcare, can we at least have Maxine Waters do the conga while we wait? I guess that's what we've come down to at this point. Give the people a show, right? Now, this brings us to the 5 lies they hope you won't notice. So, all right, let's get to the meat of this thing. So beyond all the procedural slapstick, the bill is basically a giant gift to billionaires, duct taped to a slap in the face for working class families. And here are the 5 big lies they buried in this mess. Now, lie number 1 is, this is just a tax relief bill. Oh, guys, our sweet summer, I don't know. They're making permanent all of Trump's 2017 tax cuts. The same ones that balloon the deficit by billions while giving you maybe what, $12 back on your paycheck. And that's pretty much if you were one of the lucky ones, right? Now, if you're Elon Musk, congratulations, because you can go buy another yacht or a spaceship, I don't know. But if you're not, if you're you, maybe you can afford a large latte instead of a medium one. I don't know. You guys let me know. Now, lie number 2, this helps working families. Sure, if by help you mean proving you work 80 hours a month just to keep your Medicaid, because under this bill, if you don't check that work volunteer school box, you're out. Parents with kids over 14, better keep that time card punched or lose your health care. Now, how is that helping anyone who's sick or disabled or stuck in low-wage jobs with 0 hours? Spoiler alert, I don't think it is. Now, here's lie number 3. It's a win for states. Yeah, if you love paying more out of pocket, states now have to pitch in for SNAP benefits. That's food assistance for families, low-income families who really need it. So states pay more, poor families get less, and some big donor somewhere gets that magic tax break. And that math, it just doesn't math up. Lie number 4, nobody goes hungry. The Congressional Budget Office, aka the people who actually do math for a living, says these changes could cut 3.2 million Americans off food assistance. So the next time they say nobody will go hungry, just remember 3.2 million people can't eat on empty promises. Here's lie number 5. It's all business as usual. If this was just another budget bill, we wouldn't be here right now. But this is Trump's entire first-year agenda rolled into one messy, brittle tortilla. If this cracks, the whole taco is going to fall apart. And that's why they're fighting so hard right now. That's why Johnson's stalling, because if this thing dies, they got to chop it up, try again, and pray to God the Senate doesn't yeet it out of the window. Now, here's the twists that nobody really saw coming. So, ready for the twist? Mike Johnson, the guy who was supposed to be the adult in the room, forgot to write himself a stop button. So now the House is stuck until they finish this endless debate, which the opposition is literally conga lining into oblivion. Meanwhile, 8 GOP reps are missing in action right now. Nobody knows when they're coming back. Maybe they're hiding in the basement. Maybe they're at Chick-fil-A right now. Who knows? And the longer this drags, the worse it's going to look for Trump. And if it fails, and it's looking like real failish right now, the big wave they keep bragging about, it turns into a leaky faucet. So if you're watching this thinking, surely they have some kind of backup plan, trust me, guys, they just don't. So this is where we come in. You, me, average Americans. The point of this episode is not to just watch the fail parade. It's to remind us this stuff hits real people. Kids, seniors, workers, just trying to get by right now. Millions could lose healthcare. Millions could lose food support. All the while, the top 1% gets a permanent tax holiday. So what do? I guess we're just left with paying attention, staying loud, being informed, call out the nonsense, and, try not to get tired. And if you're thinking, does it even matter? Remember, they're counting on you feeling powerless. They're banking on you. They're banking on you tuning out. So we all have to try to prove them wrong. And what's the one change you'd make to fix this mess? I'd love to know what you guys think. Put it in the comment section below. And fact check me too. Let me know if I got this all wrong or if you think I'm just way off. I'd love to know what you guys think. And remember, we succeed when we help each other see more clearly, think more deeply, and act more wisely together. All right. Thanks for watching The Baseline, guys. I'll catch you in the next round. And cheers, everybody.